So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing a Bradford White 50-gallon natural gas water heater. And start at the top here. You've got some old plumbing. This used to go to solar water heater on the roof, and that was not part of our work. That was already capped off when we got here. They did have a 90-degree fitting here, and then an inline canister filter that looked like it'd been there, I don't know, 10, 15 years. They didn't want that, so we cut it out. Cut it out, took it apart, took the 90 off, and just put a brand new valve on here. So it's a Watts 3/4 inch full port quarter turn ball valve, so quarter turn on and off. And then brass nipple, even though galvanized coming out of the wall, not much we can do about that. But solid brass to Falcon stainless steel connectors down to a brass extension. Sorry about the noise in the background. We use this because the gaskets don't really fit that well against the little the plastic inserts, the traps on these pipes that are pre-installed from the factory. It's just a little bit of a conflict. And so what we do is we take the brass and we file it flat, and then it seats real good. Over here on this side, existing pump. Now keep in mind, I'm going to dry that off and monitor that down there. But this is existing pump, so it's 15 years old. No, yeah, probably. We did not install it on the original one. That original water heater was installed in 2011 by another plumbing contractor. But so the gasket is what it is. You ever have trouble? Hopefully you don't. But you have to get a direct fit replacement gasket from Grundfos. That's not like a 3/4 inch hose gasket that you have out on your lawn. It's very specific. It has some raised brass in there, and it kind of fits in a groove. Anyways, we got it in there pretty tight. We're gonna get that piped up there and check it one more time before we go. Up here, you can see the old line was leaking. They were all copper, and doesn't mean that's why they were leaking, but they were copper. And you can see the trail here where the water was leaking down. So Falcon stainless steel connectors. These are the largest in the industry. Yeah, I know they're making some now, but these are the ultra flexible. So Falcon stainless steel makes full 3/4 inch inside diameter corrugated stainless steel, and you can bend these really. You can take them apart, straighten them out, throw them back in the box. These are great. Very expensive, but that's what we like. That's what we use. And then over here to another brass nipple. These are the hex nipples. The reason why we started getting these is the end of the nipple is filed flat, and it gives us a nice seating gasket. They're pretty expensive, about 10 bucks each, but the other one's just a regular threaded nipple. It's got fine threads at the end, and this gasket doesn't want to seat against it very well. So anyways, we buy these. So it's all brass, all stainless steel. Draft diverter comes with it. Relief valve comes with it. And that's your piece of pipe. We just shoved it back up in there. Water heater wasn't quite in the same spot. I think you just had one piece of pipe went straight up. And so I don't know how you did that. But anyways, just a adjustable 90. Kind of reconfigured it so it just jogs up, jogs back, and then up into the ceiling. So anyways, that's all yours. Your pump's installed. It's not plugged in yet because we haven't run any water in the home. It's probably the kitchen or the master bath is going to be the thermal bypass valve that goes to this. And then once I get it plugged in, I'm going to reset the clock. And he's already got the timer set, and it's on timer, so it should start running as soon as we're done. So that's all we did. Uninstall it, put it back in. We don't warrant this at all. Anything happens with this, it's a separate deal. I mean, we can come out, anybody can come out, but that's yours. Didn't bring any half or 3/4 nipples. Usually didn't have any, but fortunately I have my little brass box, so we've got a brass nipple in here. This is not potable water, so this can be galvanized. This can be anything you want it to be, as long as it's full 3/4 inside diameter. And but that's all I had. So 3/4 nipple Falcon stainless steel connector. That's your existing relief line. Goes down the wall and stubs out of the side. It's the entry of the home on the other side of there in the shrubbery. So everything here on the top is tied in. Water heater's lit, and then coming down, we've got adjustable straps. Upper third, adjustable straps. Lower third, and brand new gas connector coming over to the controller. There's model number, serial number right here, so if you want to go to Bradford White, give them this serial number right here. Of course, all your contact information to get your warranty going. 1 year parts. 1 year labor, 6 year parts. And so ours is 1 year labor as well, which means we put it in. So all the components, the water heater, we wouldn't cover the water heater. That's covered by Bradford White. Something goes wrong, you're covered for labor for 1 year, parts for 6 years from them. So that's good. Our labor, which means we put some stuff in and we're saying, hey, we put it in right. We have a 1 year warranty as well. That's unspoken and guaranteed by every plumbing contractor that's ever existed. So I'll go back through this one more time. Just up there, you know, it's old galvanized stubbing out of the wall, and you can see it's had some other plumbing done to it. You've got, looks like you got a copper female adapter capping off the galvanized pipe. But like I say, we didn't even plan on taking that filter out, but it's gone. So it's nice and clean now, stubbed out, tied in. We'll do one more run through, make sure there's no leaking there. Water is set to hot, so hot 120 degrees approximately. Hot 120, A130, B140, C150, very hot 160. At B140, third degree burns, 3 seconds, you're going to the hospital. Infants and elderly with thin skin, even cooler, you know, 130, 135, just depends on how thin your skin is. So you want to be mindful of that. This is fine for showers. The only time you'll have trouble is if you've got something going on with a shower valve and it's not mixing the water correctly. Let's say you have a cartridge in a shower valve and it's failed, and so the water, you can't get it hot, you can't get it cold, or it just stays piping hot and no cold water will come through, whatever. That's specific to the fixture. A lot of people will come out and turn this up thinking they're going to get hotter water. I mean, they will, but you're still gonna have a problem inside. So be mindful of that. It's just a safety issue. We document it because we want to make sure you guys are safe. I did mention the stand. Looks like it's just a couple of twigs around the perimeter. I did explain that to them if he wanted to get a handyman to come out here and just beef this up, which means the 4 corners, or at least the 3. I would do the 4. Just another piece of wood right there. Just screw it. Same piece of wood. Cut it. Put it in, screw it in. Same thing here, same thing there, same thing over there. You know, it doesn't have a double top plate. I mean, if you wanted to get crazy, instead of going on the outside, you could put one in the middle, right here. It's just that normally there's a double top plate, and then the edges are a little thicker, not just one stud flat tying into another stud flat. So I did be mindful because this thing weighs about 600 pounds full of water, and so anyways, everything here looks good. Outside of that, this installation is done.